Greetings, Grapple fans! It's Chikara's own Mike Quackenbush here, serving up to you a most unique tag team affair from our Season 19 finale event, Let's Get Invisible. It was way back in Season 17 that the Whisper drove Princess Kimber Lee right out of Chikara, and since her return, he has delighted in tormenting her at every possible turn. Here, these two make for unlikely tag team partners against a pair of pure powerhouses in the closers of Rick Roland and Sloan Caprice.
Or, it would certainly be a very unusual circumstance. What if we go into Season 20 with new Campeones, and those Campeones are two partners, well, at least one of whom wants nothing to do with the other?
I can't say that it's impossible, but I've said it once, I will say it before, it is very hard for two great wrestlers to defeat one great team. And right now, there is no greater team than the Closers.
That's right. We saw them earlier this season. They basically ran right through Los Ice Creams, defended against the Cyberhawks up in the Pocono Mountains. We saw them meet the challenge of the Throwbacks, I believe. So, yeah, they have been so impressive, have been the Closers, and it really comes down to their brute strength. There just isn't another team that can match them. And if you go at them head on and run into that brute strength, you're done. You're done for.
Very true. And it's not like the Princess Kimber Lee and the Whisper can steal one here. It is 2 out of 3 falls.
Right. Every once and again, you will see a fluke like that happen. But of course, 2 out of 3 falls title contests sort of take that into account. The Whisper there, dropping low. Sloan Caprice wants to stop the momentum. You better believe he does, because he can't match speed with the Whisper.
The power there into the cover. Only a count of 1.
Right, barely 1.
Princess Kimber Lee trying to get in there.
The Whisper just gave a shot in the back of the skull. I don't care how big you are, you can knock someone out that way.
Off the distraction of Princess Kimber Lee. Reluctant teamwork there, or accidental maybe be the better word.
Sloan Caprice there very briefly was favoring that leg of his, and that has plagued him in the last 60 days or so. It was the focus of more than one match that he'd wrestled, and when that knee gave out, I really believe that was the difference maker in his title bid against interim grand champ Dasher Hatfield.
Very true, and you saw him again fixing that knee pad. Whisper trying to get back in.
Trying to stay one step ahead by using his agility and acrobatics. I like that strategy. You cannot come at the Closers head on, or like I said, their brute strength is just too much to overcome.
Whisper very quick, but when it's brought to that abrupt of a stop, it does a lot of damage to the lower back.
Just a little while ago, Sloan Caprice came very close to making Chikara history when he challenged Dasher Hatfield. He could have been the first wrestler ever to simultaneously hold 2 titles. Oh! They just used him like a lawn dart.
Unbelievable elevation there.
Rick
into the cover.
For the cover, but look, what a sloppy cover. No pressure on the shoulder blades. You are not going to beat somebody like the Whisper with a pin like that.
Got him up yet again.
Trying to wiggle his way out the side. He did, but he couldn't drag him.
Just too much weight there, and Rick Roland.
He's giving up 100 pounds.
Sandwiches him into the corner there. It's been all the Closers. Oh, right across the jaw.
Talk about a knockout blow. We might have just seen one. Whoa.
And again.
Boot to the mush. The Whisper is down. Cover from Sloan Caprice. Registers 2 before the right shoulder blade came up off the mat.
Whisper better check his teeth.
Yeah, the Whisper better get over there and tag is what he better do.
But what do you do when you know your partner does not want to tag you?
Yeah. I don't know. You got to have a very different strategy, and maybe you need a weird strategy like that when you're in there with the Closers, because when it comes to traditional tag team strategy, these guys are experts.
Very true. As you see Sloan Caprice rolling out of the ring, that will count as a tag under Lucha rules. Rick Roland in, catches the Whisper.
He leaped right into his waiting arms and then just took a fall away slam that sent him to the floor. This is a tag under our system of rules, so they didn't even have to touch hands there to make Kim legal.
Kim is in and firing away now.
Princess Kimber Lee unloading the heavy artillery, and then she'll need nothing but when she's in there with the Closers.
Ooh. It took one shot from Sloan Caprice to put a stop to that.
He's freakishly strong, and it's no secret, right? Take a look at his upper body. He's a powerhouse, an absolute powerhouse.
Out he goes, Rick Roland legal.
All the way up, all the way down. What a great-looking bulldog. That last-minute attempt to counter by Roland backfired, and Kim planted him, but she could only hold him down for just barely a 2 count, I thought.
Firing away now. Kim's got an idea.
She's got a couple great moves from up there. The Swanton Bomb. Princess not afraid to fly. She will make herself into a flying weapon, but Rick Roland knows it, and he just vacates the ring. That makes Caprice legal. Thank goodness Kim got out of there.
Roll up.
Oh, he hooked that
There
tight.
it is.
Just like that.
The closers have won the first fall.
Well, that's how simple sometimes it can be done. The positioning there, the referee could not see that he hooked the trunks of Princess Kimber Lee. And look at him protesting there, claiming his innocence, but it really was just a matter of blocking the referee correctly. And when you've got a conniving wrestler like Sloan Caprice, I'm not the least bit surprised to see it. That may be the undoing of Kim and the Whisper.
You can argue with the ref all you want, but they're now up 1-0.
Up. She wanted that Hurricane Rana, and she got a power bomb instead. But Kim did not leave her shoulders on the mat. Sloan Caprice, you can see him immediately looking for the tag. He wants his partner to come right in. What are they thinking? Look at the double team move. What is this going to be?
Leaving her up there. I think we're looking at a handoff here.
Oh, brother. Just handing off the princess. He's got her. Oh, no.
Oh!
Monstrous power slam from the gigantic Rick Roland. He was confident he had it all sewn up.
Also drives the shoulder right into the stomach there, driving all the air out of Princess Kimber Lee.
Yeah. Rick Roland and Sloan Caprice have just about steamrolled every challenging duo all season long.
Taking off the elbow pad.
They've already picked up the all-important first fall. You know, normally there's a respite between the falls there. I was surprised to see that dispensed with. What a great use of the boot. Kim brought it right up and put it into the mush of Rick Roland.
But not enough.
No, not to put a big guy. You could stun a big guy like this, but I don't think you're going to put him down like that. It's worth trying. Every once and again, you'll catch somebody sleeping on the mat. She's not going to do it. No way.
She considered it.
She did, and then she reconsidered it. She ran into the knee of Sloan Caprice, and then was flung onto the knee of Rick Roland. Will this be it? Princess Kimber Lee, 2 straight falls? No.
Princess Kimber Lee needs to put her pride aside. She needs to make a tag. She cannot do this alone.
Earlier this season, we've seen the closers win 2 back-to-back falls and skunk the other team. It is not out of the question here, especially if Kim and the Whisper, I mean, do you think they sat in the back strategizing? They're usually at opposite ends of the building from each other.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they spoke a word to each other.
They didn't come out together.
Just wearing down the princess.
Princess Kimber Lee trying to get her hands inside the hold there to create some breathing space.
Forcing her way to her feet.
Gonna look to pound her way out of trouble.
The Whisper trying to psych up the Chikarmi here.
Whoa, the moon landing, that forward roll.
Oh! No water in the pool!
Rick Roland's on Dream Street. Did you just see his eyes roll up into his head? He does not know where he is.
Kim to the cover.
She got him. She got him. Yes. He's out. That dude is out on his feet right now. He does not know where he is.
It's now even.
Princess Kimber Lee and the Whisper have won the second fall.
The angle that he came down in that moonsault, you could tell just from how he hit the mat. Yeah, Rick Roland may not come back into this match. I certainly hope that he is not seriously hurt, but I think he's on Dream Street. And the fact that Kim was able to pin him like that, I think only confirms my theory, Scott.
Firing away on Sloan Caprice.
Kim keeps unloading. She keeps unloading. I think she's got to take him to the Suplex Kingdom.
I think Princess Kimber Lee heard me say she can't do it on her own and is now trying to prove me wrong. That was right to the knee.
Kim's done her homework. That is the exact knee that has plagued Sloan Caprice through the back half of season 19, and she knew it. Waistlock is applied. Can she take Roland for the ride?
She can't get that big man over.
I'm surprised to see Rick Roland back in the match.
Oh!
The angle he came down when he missed that moonsault, I'd have thrown in the towel.
He had to, but now Whisper in.
Oh, he caught him right in that knee. They've got a little opportunity here. Up and around. What a great head scissor.
I don't think Rick Roland is fully recovered.
No, but the Whisper had plenty of time to recover out on the apron, Scott.
This is the opportunity he needed.
I would not want to be alone in the ring with both closers. I don't care how capable you are, how agile you are, how resilient you are. These are two monstrous men. He can't do it. That leg, look.
He was going to give out, and he knew it.
Crucifix bomb, shoulders. Whoa. That was so close.
It looked like the shoulder just rolled up there.
Yeah. I think the momentum was rocking in the direction that Caprice needed it to. Otherwise, he might have been pinned.
A little bit of luck on the side of the closers.
Planted that foot and threw the enziguri perfectly. Did the Whisper. He goes up. He caught him and took him over.
All the way around.
Give it up for the Whisper. He knew exactly when to shift his hips against a taller opponent. A less thoughtful or experienced wrestler would have ended up powerbombing himself, but not the Whisper.
Whisper up high.
Look at this! Springing into a 450 splash on Rick Roland, who just barely got the left shoulder up. He's not recovered from that moonsault, Scott.
I don't even think Rick Roland knew he kicked out. He's just fighting on pure instinct right now.
Exactly. He
The
is not all
closers,
there.
the closers are damaged. The closers are weak.
They are both vulnerable at this point. Look at the knee continuing to plague Sloan Caprice. This is the most we have seen them in jeopardy all season long.
Whisper's got him up.
Can he put him in the aftermath? He did! He completed the move!
Rolls him over.
Rick Roland's right there!
Oh, with just millimeters from that 3 count. So close.
Everybody in this match has expended so much energy, and that really told the tale that Rick Roland was only a yard away and he couldn't make it to his partner. As weird as this sounds, the closers are ripe for the picking right now.
Whisper firing away now. He's got to seize this moment.
He is fighting a one-man battle in there against 2 giant opponents, but they are injured. Those are wounded animals. But it's just a matter of time, Scott. How's he going to stay ahead of both of them? Knee in the jaw.
He's doing a fantastic job. Again to that knee.
Look at this, trying to hold each other up. The blockbuster, and he DDT'd Caprice in the process.
Into the cover.
Is that going to work? He's right there. But Caprice is out.
They're going for another cover. Ref out of position.
Yeah. That might be the only reason they are still in this one. If Chris Levin had been able to see the shoulder blades clearly, and I think the Whisper knows it.
Whisper getting tired himself. He's been in there with these 2 monsters for quite some time. Chris Levin's got to get control. He's let the closers been in here for quite some time together.
Well, I have heard a few of our officials talk about this exact point. You can try bossing those 2 around. They only take orders from their boss, Juan Francisco.
Into the cover again.
This is the 4th or 5th time the Whisper has come within a half second of effectively winning this 3rd fall alone.
The Chikarmi with a very quiet Whisper chant for a moment there. Again with that leg drop.
He stuffed him. And based on that earlier, Rick Roland knows it. He's done for. He's got to get out of the ring. The blow from the missed moonsault followed by that leg drop. He's
roll up.
Caprice has got him hook of the trunks.
Wait a minute. Princess Kimber Lee breaking it up.
Well, Caprice hooked her trunks earlier. She knows exactly what that feels like. But I'm genuinely shocked to see her bother. Just bother.
You know who else is shocked? Princess Kimber Lee. She's surprised she did it.
She's got the heart of a fighter, and she loves to compete, but...
she's not happy about this.
No. Suplex Kingdom, goodbye.
Oh!
The Whisper, he's on top of Sloan Caprice, Scott!
That's a 3 count!
I don't believe it!
We got new champions!
Here are your winners and new Campeones de Parejas, the Whisper and Princess Kimber Lee!
You know, we talked about it would take an unorthodox strategy to get past the closers. But you know what's a little unorthodox? Suplexing your own partner, thinking you've gotten rid of him.
Do you think that was strategy? Do you think that was the plan?
No, I honestly don't. I don't. I can't believe what we just saw. The Whisper landed on Sloan Caprice after being German suplexed by the Princess. And she's not even sticking around to claim the gold. A preview of what's ahead in season 20.